Christmas is next week, which means there's a lot of parties, lots of entertaining. So on today's video, I'm gonna show you 3 super easy and delicious appetizers. We've got an old-fashioned flavored smoked cream cheese, bacon wrapped and stuffed dates, and Brie cheese crescent rolls. Let's get started. All 3 of these recipes take about the same amount of time to cook, and all are very, very simple to put together. The best part, you can also prep all this the night before, just have it sitting in your fridge. So then the next day when you're ready, just pop it on the smoker and you are ready to go. So we're gonna get started with this old-fashioned style smoked cream cheese. It's a mouthful, but this is going to be really delicious. So let me move all this stuff out of the way first. And this is just a couple of ingredients. So we've got a block of cream cheese, my maple bourbon seasoning, a cherry preserve, and these maraschino cherries to finish it off. I think you might be kind of seeing where I'm going with this, but I'm really excited to put this recipe together. I'm gonna cook this in this 8-inch cast iron skillet. And again, this is super simple. So we've got a whole block of cream cheese, and these smoked cream cheese recipes have been super popular over the last 2 years or so. So we're just gonna continue on. So take your cream cheese, I'm gonna plop it right in the center of the skillet. Next, I'm going to score the cream cheese. So this will do 2 things. It'll help this cream cheese open up when it's on the smoker, plus it will allow that smokiness to penetrate into our cheese. So I like to do this sort of a crosshatch or diamond pattern. There we go. Next, to keep it old-fashioned style, we're gonna go with a little bit of bourbon with just a little drizzle over the top. Oh yeah. For the seasoning, I'm going with my maple bourbon rub and just coat the cream cheese. You don't really need to get any of this in the skillet. Just get as much on the cream cheese. There you go, just a nice little coating. Pat that in, and now this is ready for the smoker. For all my cooks today, I'm gonna be using the Weber Searwood. It just makes the process super easy. So right now it's cruising at 250 degrees for my smoked cream cheese. So the whole skillet goes on. I'm gonna close the lid and let that guy go. Next up, we're gonna do the stuffed and bacon wrapped dates. I've been doing this recipe for a lot of years now, and they are always absolutely delicious. So we've got some whole dates right here. Now, when you go to the store, you can get these pitted or you can get them whole. The pitted ones are cut right across, so don't get the pitted ones, otherwise your filling is going to come right out. Be sure to get the whole ones. We will have to remove those pits, but it's a super easy process. I like to use a chopstick. We've got our dates, and then all that you do is just push the chopstick inside the date, and your pit comes right out on the other side. See? So you remove this, and now you've got this nicely pitted date where we can put our filling inside and nothing is going to leak out. This is a great time to mention that our holiday sale is still going on. So if you ever wanted to try my rubs or pick up our brand new merch, if you get some now, you can save 20%. So perfect time to get some new stuff. After you're done pitting your dates, we can get started on the filling. Now, I'm going with more of a sweet and savory route using mascarpone cheese, but you can honestly put whatever you want in the filling. If you want to make it spicy, sweet, savory, you can use a flavored cream cheese. Really anything here will work. To keep with the holiday flavors, we are going with mascarpone cheese. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. I'm just gonna mix all this up. Now, to stuff or to fill those dates, got this little Ziploc bag. I'm gonna put my filling right inside. We're gonna make this little piping bag. Again, to make this process simpler, now just squeeze all this down into one corner, cut this tip off, and just make sure you leave that hole nice and small so it can fit inside those dates. Now take your date, take your piping bag, and then just fill those dates with that mascarpone cheese mixture. So you can see it's starting to come out on this side. So this is what you're looking for, just like that. Nice little cream filling inside these dates. There's a joke in there somewhere, but it's a family-friendly channel, so just leave it at that. Oh, shoot. We had a little blowout. So this might happen if you squeeze the bag too hard. This is a flimsy Ziploc bag, so it's okay. I'm gonna fill up another one and then just continue filling my dates. I've got all my dates stuffed, so next I'm gonna wrap them in bacon. One thing to note when you're buying bacon for this recipe, don't get the thick cut. Just get regular or thinner bacon. It just helps it cook. Otherwise, you're gonna get this chewy bacon on these days, because again, these will cook pretty quickly, and the thicker the bacon, the longer it's gonna take. And since these are pretty small, I'm gonna cut my bacon strips in half. So now take your bacon and just go around your dates. You don't really need any toothpicks to hold it together, as this bacon, as this fat renders out and that bacon shrinks a little bit, it's gonna hold just fine without anything. I like cooking these bacon wrapped dates on a small tray with a wire rack. This just helps catch all that grease that renders out, plus makes it easier to put them on and off the grill. So put these guys on your rack. And to balance out all that sweetness and fattiness, I'm gonna hit them with my all-purpose seasoning. So this is salt, pepper, garlic. So just hit them on all sides. Make sure you get that nice even coating, just like so. All right, the dates go on the Searwood right next to our cream cheese, which, by the way, is looking nice. Side fell off a little bit, it's okay, but you can see these cuts are opening out and looking nice and pretty. So I'm gonna close this. It's cruising at 250 degrees, so I'm gonna crank this temp up to about 350, and this will help that bacon get nice and crispy. And finally, we're gonna do the Brie cheese-filled crescent rolls, another super simple recipe. So I've got some Brie cheese, these are packaged crescent rolls, and some cherry preserves. This is a nice mix for the holidays, and I just love Brie cheese, so it's a really nice combination. Pop these guys out. I'm gonna pop these guys out. Man, there we go. You can keep them the size of these crescent rolls. They're gonna be, you know, kind of like the regular crescent roll size. It's gonna be more than sort of a one bite appetizer. If you wanna make them a little bit smaller, which is what I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna separate all these crescent roll triangles. I like to use a pizza cutter, and knife just kind of drags it out, and then just split it right in half. So just start on that side. So now you get two of these smaller triangles from one big triangle. Next, we can start on the filling. So I've got this nice log of Brie cheese. You can get these in a wheel at the store, but the log is just a little bit simpler to cut into the small pieces that we need. So just take your knife, cut our Brie cheese. Ooh, look at that. Now with the Brie, you can eat the cheese obviously plus this rind. This is all edible, so don't worry about peeling it or cutting it off. Next, take your Brie cheese circles, and we're gonna cut these guys into quarters. Boom, and just like that. So you get this nice little bite size of Brie in every crescent. Now to assemble these is also pretty simple. Take your Brie cheese, put it right there, and then just take a little bit, and really a little bit. You don't need a lot. Right there, just fold it over. Okay, roll it up. Now you gotta press in the sides to get everything sealed as much as you can. After they're all filled and rolled up, I like to cook these on this small tray with some parchment paper. Before these go on the grill, just gonna hit them with a little egg wash. So one beaten egg. This will give them this nice, beautiful color and shine when they're done. Brush that on a little bit. And finally, these guys are ready for the grill. So right next to our cream cheese. Ooh, look at that. So we've got our Brie cheese-filled mini crescent rolls, our old-fashioned style smoked cream cheese, and I mean, look at these beautiful dates. That bacon's getting nice and crispy. That fat is rendering out. I'm gonna close this. We're probably looking at another 10 minutes for that crescent roll dough to bake, and our appetizers are ready to go. All right, first up, we've got our beautiful mini crescent rolls. I mean, these look so good. Here, check that out. And I'm telling you, you make this for your holiday party, it is the perfect little appetizer. Next, we've got our bacon wrapped and stuffed dates. And these look great, look at that. Beautiful color from that rub, from that smoke. And you know, you can make all these in your oven too. Same time, same temperature, except you're not gonna have that nice smoky flavor that you would get from cooking them on a smoker. And finally, we've got our old-fashioned style smoked cream cheese. So this is smoked, it looks great, but we still have a couple small things to finish it off. So I've got these beautiful cocktail cherries. I'm just gonna go right over the cream cheese. I'm gonna go with the cherries and plenty of that delicious juice. And finally, can't have a smoked cream cheese without any crackers, so I've got these classic Ritz. I like to put these right in the skillet, and there we go. And we've got all three of our appetizers ready, and these look and smell great. Perfect for your holiday party, New Year's Eve party. We've got our bacon wrapped and stuffed dates, these mini Brie and preserve crescents, and this beautiful smoked old-fashioned style cream cheese. I mean, yeah, this is again perfect and super easy to make. So let's just go for it, try one of these out. Really excited for these dates. It's savory, sweet from the cheese, smoky, get that barbecue seasoning on the outside, that bacon's nice and fatty. This is absolutely delicious. Next up, we've got these mini Brie crescents. It's that classic, delicious, flaky crescent roll. You get that funky Brie cheese inside, a little bit of that black cherry preserve, or regular cherry preserve. Yeah, again, easy and delicious. And finally, one of my favorites, the smoked cream cheese. There we go, look at that. The perfect bite. Get that Ritz cracker, that cream cheese, the cherry on top. Oh yeah, I've had a bunch of different combinations of these smoked cream cheeses, but this one right here, this might be my new favorite. You can taste that bourbon, you get the cherries, the smoke, the crackers. If you like bourbon, and if you like old fashions, this one is an absolute must-have. 3 super easy and delicious appetizers. Make these for your next party. Oh yeah.